So for many of you, it's not a big surprise that I've got more than one motorbike. Obviously, you've seen my KTM 690. For the ones who've watched the Armour embarkation run that I did, you'll have also seen my 1942 Royal Enfield, little 350. Also, I've got my FJR 1300, which is my daily workhorse. But I have one other bike just been lurking in the back of the workshop. Maybe lurking is about all it's been doing because I've kind of neglected it. But just behind me, you can see. Just behind me, you can see. I've got something else. But what is it? It's Japanese. It's an inline 4. Can you guess? Let's have a closer look. Now, I bought this base model bike back in, I think it was December 2018, with a view to building a cafe racer to rekindle my joy of riding. Now, when you ride 8-10 hours every single day for the last 30 odd years, going for a pointless ride isn't actually that enjoyable for me. So I wanted something different that I could ride and firstly keep my speed down and to give me that joy again. But the problem was it kind of got half built and then pushed into the corner of the workshop and forgotten about. So mid 2019, this got pushed into the workshop and stuck under a dust cover. I had a gearbox problem to fix on my little wartime Jeep and I went away and did a few bits. And by the time I got to November, I went out and bought my KTM. This got forgotten about. Lockdown happened. I did some work on it, got the frame powder coated. And then again, I pushed her into the corner and forgot about her. Well, now it's time to rekindle the project, shall we say. I'd like to actually get this finished and ride it. Otherwise, it will never get done. So have you guessed what it is yet? Well, I'll tell you why I chose this bike. There's a couple of reasons. I didn't want a twin spar frame. I wanted something old school looking. And this has a spine or a spar beam over the top. So why did I choose this bike? Well, a couple of reasons. One, it's Japanese, so within reason, it's reliable. Two, I like the 4-cylinder engine. I raced one of these engines many years ago, and they're great fun. Second reason why is the spar that runs over the back, spine. Let me start again. Take 3. So have you figured out what it is yet? Cut. Take 4. So have you figured it out? Do you know what it is? Well, it's a CB600F, or commonly known as a Honda Hornet. I chose this bike for a couple of reasons. One, it's got a spine as a frame rather than a twin spar. So that way you got to see all of the engine. Two, the motor. It's actually really, really good. It's basically a detuned CBR 600 engine. So it's good, it's reliable, it's fast, it's fun. And three, chopping the back of the bike off wasn't going to be such a big deal and welding a new subframe on. Whereas if it had been an aluminium frame, it would have been a little bit more difficult. So that's the main reasons why I chose this as my donor bike. So now we know what the donor bike actually started life out as. I've had a few other bits that I've changed. I've got rid of the front end and I've put a Ducati 900 SS front end. Obviously the petrol tank's changed. This is a Honda CB500F from 1974 that has been adapted to fit this frame. The rear end, as you see, it's been chopped off, new subframe made. I've got different exhausts, footrest hangers and a multitude of other things. Over the next few months, I'm going to strip this down, send it off to be repowder coated, painted, etc, etc. So hopefully you can join me on the rest of the build of my little cafe racer. This is my winter project.
So now we've seen what the bike actually is, I've got a lot of work to do. What I'll do tomorrow is I'll roll this into the workshop and we'll begin the strip down. Once it's stripped down, I'll send the frame and the swinging arm and the wheels off to be blasted and repowder coated, because frankly the job it's had done in the past is I'm not very happy with. Multitude of small jobs, I'll get on with those while the tank is being repainted. I'm not going to tell you what colour it is going to go. You'll see when it comes back, or maybe we'll take a trip down to the paint shop and have a chat with the boys down there and see where we're going to go. But I have an idea of what I actually want. Once it comes back, it's just a case really now, all the fab work's done, it's a reassembly, greasing all the bearings, getting the wiring in the correct place, putting a battery on, few small wiring issues to do on the indicators, the relay, and getting all the idiot lights to work in the speedo. If you want to stay up to date with what's going on now, bear with me, it's going to be spread over the winter because I've got a lot of other things on. Click the like and subscribe button and we'll see you in the future. Catch you later.